So we're right here on the chart for Polkadot. Polkadot is currently at the $2.1 level, currently around 31 with a market cap of about 3.42 billion. And so today we're going to be looking at the price action, the technical analysis, and price prediction right here for Polkadot. So without further ado, let us push to the chart right here on the chart right here for Polkadot. Polkadot versus the USD Theta on the daily time frame Binance yesterday source, right? So one of the things we've been looking at right here for Polkadot, apart from the fact that we said prices move from level to level, is that the past few months Polkadot has been seeing a push to the downside, and we have been seeing our base case for Polkadot is that we see a consolidation in between much of December. So December is just a flat price action going into 2026 January, going into February. Then we see some sort of push right back to the upside, right? And I'll tell you why I'm bullish going into 2026, and that could be bullish right here for Polkadot, right? So one of the reasons we're bullish right here is that the Fed just ended QT. Now, QT basically means sucking liquidity or money out of the economy. And usually that has been happening for the past few months, and that is why altcoins have been seeing a push to the downside, right? So the Fed just halted that exactly by December 1st. So basically, usually what happens is that is the period where we see a bottom for altcoins. So basically, they have stopped drawing money or liquidity out of the system. And in other good news, we're seeing big changes coming to the Fed and interest rates coming in 2026, right? So basically, Trump is set to nominate a replacement for Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell, who is the current Fed chair of the Fed, has been engaging in QT, and now Trump is nominating this guy called Kevin Hassett to be the next Fed chair. Now he is likely to push for the Fed to lower the interest rate, which is very bullish right here for risk assets and crypto in general. So this is an infographic about how interest rates usually fuel the crypto rally. So usually when we see the Fed cut the rate, there is cheaper liquidity, a weaker dollar, and basically risk appetite is high. So basically a lot of people have a lot of money to put into the market, and usually what happens is that the investor go risk on. We see the US dollar crashes, also borrowing cost drops. With now this basically infuse a lot of money into the market, and we see Bitcoin and altcoins rally. So that is what we're expecting to happen in 2026. Probably early 2026. So currently we're seeing that bottoming formation happen right here for Polkadot. Probably by 2026 we should expect some sort of a rally to continue. Now back to the macro chart. We love to take note of the macro chart because we said that the macro chart is very important right here for any analysis. And the first macro chart we love to look at is the USDT dominance. We said the USDT dominance is very important because usually when we see the dominance begins to push to the upside, it basically means usually cryptocurrencies are pushing to the downside. That means a lot of people are flocking into cryptocurrencies, as you can see. In 2021, the moment we saw that upward push for the dominance, the USDT dominance, that was the top for the crypto market. And so currently, even in the past few days, we have been seeing a push to the upside right here for the dominant. We're seeing we expect a pullback, and we were expecting for the price of the dominant to come right back to the bottom, and that is exactly what is happening, right? So this is very good. We have seen that the dominant has rejected exactly at the 6.5% levels, and so we should expect even further more downside for the dominant chart. Next chart we have been explaining to every single person right here on the channel is this chart which we call the Bitcoin dominant. We said this chart was very important because in every altcoin season we usually see right here, or in every bull run we usually see that the dominance always falls before the top is in. The dominance falls before the top is in. This was the 2017 top. Until we saw the dominance fell, the top was not in. Until we saw the dominance fell, the top was not in. Currently, we said the Bitcoin dominance is too high. It's still at the 57 levels, right? Every single time we see the dominance push towards loss 39, same thing in 2021, 39. And so we are expecting the Bitcoin dominance to fall. And we said usually when the dominance falls, that is usually when it is altcoin season. And so that is very, very bullish for markets. And so that is why we're saying there's a very high likelihood 2026 would be very bullish. And so every single uh, sort of bear trap you're thinking in your mind might be what is just occurring, because as you can see before the fall, we always see some sort of few months of bear trap, right? This is the monthly time frame, by the way. As you can see, 4 months of bear trap. That is exactly what is happening right here at the moment. 4 months of bear trap before we see a huge push to the downside, collapsing the Bitcoin dominance, and that would be the beginning of our altcoin season. And that is one of the reasons why we're very, very bullish going into 2026. Next on our chart is the total crypto market cap. We said the total crypto market cap is very important because this tracks how monies come into the crypto market in general. Now, the crypto market is so important because that was what was able to help us get the bottom exactly right here. We got the bottom on the channel, started buying into Bitcoin December of 2022, and we have rode this wave to the upside. Now, why is this chart important? Because we said we're expecting liquidity to pour back into the crypto market, and that the crypto market in total could go as high as a 5.62 trillion market cap. But currently, we still currently remain at about 2.99 trillion, and so we're expecting that 2026 will still be bullish, and then we would push towards that 5.6 trillion dollars, right? Overall market cap for the crypto market, which means your altcoins are bullish, and we would still see even more fresh amount of monies coming to altcoins, as that could be another catalyst to push prices to the upside. The last chart we have been looking at right here is the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin, or basically the altcoin market cap. Like we love to see on the channel, show me where the money is going, and I'm going to show you what is going to happen next, right? And we have been tracking this because we said that we were at support. So that the last time when we saw this push, we said currently prices are at support. Even though a lot of people are bearish on altcoins, we are very bullish because altcoins, the altcoin market cap is at a support. We said in this cycle, we are expecting for the altcoin market cap to go as high as the 2.46 trillion. Currently, we're still at 1.28 trillion. We still have a long, long way to go. And so we're expecting that a lot more rotations would happen from Bitcoin into the altcoin market and would take us probably through this 2.46 trillion and even above. But currently, we're at the support. As you can see, we're holding that support like a boss, expecting that bounce to happen right there for the altcoin market cap. Now, this is some of the reasons why we're bullish. As you can see, altcoin market cap at the support, expect some sort of bounce, probably some sort of consolidation in December, and then we see a massive bounce going into January. But we continue to remain bullish, expecting higher price targets for every single altcoin. Thank you for watching and have a blessed week ahead.